Ladies and gentlemen, we are now heading into the end of February, and you may have noticed that your local gym wasn't as packed as it once was. Your mom stopped going, your dad stopped going, your best friend since you were in diapers stopped going. But you're different. You, my friend, you stuck with it. And to that, I say, cheers. Now, don't go celebrating too hard yet, because the road to Gainesville is a long and very often tedious one. Unless, of course, you got blessed with Greek godlike genetics. And if that's the case, I kinda hate you a little. Okay, I don't actually hate you genetic monsters. I don't even know you. But regardless whether or not you're a genetic freak or a hard gainer, I'm gonna give you my top 10 tips for all gym noobs. Tip number 1, focus on proper lifting form. You wanna know a secret? 9 people out of 10 don't actually care how much you're able to lift, and the ones who do are often ego lifters. And believe me, you do not want to be an ego lifter. Those are the guys that secretly get judged. So don't worry too much if you can't lift 2 plates for reps. You'll get there eventually. How do you know if your form is good? There's a couple of things you can do. One, and the easiest, go online and do a simple Google search. There are tons of videos out there showing you how to bench for proper form. Or if you're really unsure about how your form is, you can ask one of your local gym members. Just make sure they know what they're doing first. Tip number 2, focus on the big 3. What are the big 3? The bench press, the squat, and the deadlift. Why these 3 in particular? Because, in my opinion, these are the 3 exercises that you should never cheat on. Period. Some people would argue, myself included, that it's okay to cheat on certain exercises. For example, let's say you're doing pull-ups and you reach failure. I would argue it's okay to add a few more kipping pull-ups at the end if you want to go past fatigue. But these 3? Not unless you want to head to Snap City. You know what the worst thing is? These are the 3 exercises that most people cheat on. How many times have you seen someone just quarter squat or bench press and have their ass like 10 feet in the air? You know, I could honestly sit here all day and tell you all the ridiculous stuff I see on the big 3 lifts alone, but that may be a video for another day. Trust me, you want to use proper lifting form on these 3. Your back will thank me for it. Number 3, focus on your nutrition and your workouts before you start to worry about supplements. Next to, yo, how much can you lift, bro? I would definitely say one of the most common questions I get at the gym is, what supplements do you take? The definition of a supplement is to complete a hole or make the hole bigger. Trust me, no matter how much the fitness industry tries to convince you, there is no one magic pill or one magic red drink that's gonna solve all your problems and make your way to Gainesville that much easier. If your diet is crap, there's no supplement in the world that can save you. Once you feel like your workouts are intense and your nutrition is solid, then slowly start incorporating supplements. Number 4, set realistic short-term goals for yourself. Real talk, if you're a super skinny guy, it is very unlikely that you're gonna like Arnold come summertime. So what's a good short-term goal? Simple. If you're trying to gain weight, try to add about 1 pound a week. On the flip side, if you're trying to lose weight, try to make it your goal to lose 1 pound a week. And yeah, there'll be some weeks where you end up either gaining or losing 2 pounds, and there'll be some weeks where you don't gain or lose anything at all. Now, if you want to get stronger, you know those little 2.5 plates you see at your gym? Those are your best friend. For example, if you're able to lift 135 for 3 sets of 10 with good form, for your next session, add this little 2.5 plates at the end, and see again if you can hit 3 sets of 10 reps. If you can, add another 2.5 pounds. And if not, keep at it till you can hit 3 sets of 10. But this leads me to my next tip. Recognize when you hit a plateau. What is a plateau? When you stop seeing results. Let's head back to the bench press. Every single week you're able to add those 2.5 pounds to your lift and still hit 3 sets of 10. However, one week on that third set, you're only able to hit about 8 reps. That's fine. You'll just try again next week. However, that next week, once again for that third rep, you can only hit 8, or even worse, you're down to 7 or 6. You, my friend, have hit a plateau, and it's time to change up your workouts. So instead of doing the flat bench press, for the next 4 to 6 weeks, try doing the incline bench press. And then come back to the flat bench press. But when you do, try and make sure you do the weight that you last hit 3 sets of 10 with, just to reintroduce it to your body. At least that's what I found worked best for me. Which leads me to my next tip, which is don't do the same thing week in and week out. I have seen tons of people at my gym do the exact same thing week in, week out with the exact same weight. And you know what? Come this time last year, there's hardly been any changes to their body. Don't be that guy. Change it up. Shock your body. Do something different. Try new exercise. Just don't go through the motions every time you go to the gym. That's when you get frustrated, and that's when you'll stop seeing results. Don't be afraid to increase the weight, and don't be afraid of getting a little sore when you're trying something new. It's a good thing. DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. What helps the muscles grow? Tip number 7, be careful of overtraining. Yes, it's a real thing. I'm going to say if you're going to the gym 7 days a week for 2 hours a day, you are most likely overtraining and you're going to need to back off a little. Your muscles don't grow while you're in the gym. They grow while you're resting. When you're in the gym, you're actually breaking down the muscles and creating little micro tears. But let's say you have a weak body part. Let's say you have a weak chest, for example. I'm using chest a lot as an example, come to think of it. Anyway, you get through Monday, which is International Chest Day. You get through it. You feel great, but you want to do more to your chest. You're thinking, should I come back again tomorrow and do something else? No. Wait at least 48 hours before you start training that body part again. And try to have one day where you just rest completely. Give that body that much needed R&R. Number 8, find a workout program that works with your schedule. You go to school full time and have a part-time job on top of that and you can't go to the gym 5 times a week? That's fine. Go 4. Can't do 4? Go 3. There are tons of programs out there that have you going to the gym 3 times a week for as little as 45 minutes. You know what the upside is to going 3 times a week? Flexibility. If your program says Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but for a reason you can't make it one Monday, that's fine. Do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever works best for you. Just have some flexibility in there and go along with your schedule. Because when you go 5 times a week or more, you're kind of stuck. If you have to miss a day, it's really hard to make it up. Number 9, focus. You're not at the gym to mingle. You're not at the gym to look at the hot girl beside you in those really fine yoga pants, or the guy in the tank top that's 2 sizes too small, if that's your thing. You're there to get in, kill the weights, and leave. Need help getting to the zone? Bring some music along, invest in some cheap earbuds. Get yourself in the zone. Though with that being said, if someone asks you for a spot, don't completely ignore him. Help a fellow gym member out. Be focused, but don't be a dick. And my last and probably most important tip is be consistent. You can sit here all day and watch fitness video after fitness video after fitness video, but if you don't put it into action, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere if you go to the gym one week, then take a week off, then go back to the gym the next week, and then take 2 weeks off, and so on and so forth. Yes, it can be hard, it can be frustrating, and sometimes need that little extra help to motivate you to get into it, but trust me, if you stay focused, stay consistent, and set realistic goals for yourself, one day you'll get there. Have a little faith in yourself.